Hi, I'm Dr. Chris Winter, neurologist and sleep specialist.
Hi, my name is Andrea Drummer. I'm an executive cannabis chef and co-founder of the first Cannabis Cafe in West Hollywood, California.
I'm so excited to be talking to you and learning more about your relationship with sleep. I guess the question would be, how does sleep impact your role as an innovator in the food space? How does it impact your creativity in the things that you do in the kitchen?
It's so important to create a conducive rest environment for myself because it impacts my innovation, it impacts my creativity. When I'm well rested, I interact better, I'm more focused, I'm sharper. I'm able to bring forth these ideas that are essentially kind of changing the scope of what's happening in terms of culinary cuisine.
And how has your relationship with sleep changed from the time you first started what you do and to the point where you are in your journey right now?
Well, right now I'm taking such an active role to create a better sleep environment because when you get in the kitchen, it is pretty grueling. And so you can create this pattern of going long hours and not getting a balanced night rest. And so it's changing for the better now because I'm again taking more of an active role in getting sleep for myself.
So paint a picture of what is going on in your kitchen and in your work right now in terms of the things you're involved in, what really gets you passionate and the direction your food is taking right now.
I think what gets me passionate is that, of course, you know, I'm co-founder of the first Cannabis Cafe. And so the fact that we've created this thing that's so new and just changing the scope of consumption and also innovating in the area of food and cuisine. And I'm teaching how to infuse cuisine using CBD, and that goes along with wellness as well.
So I'm really interested in hearing not only about what brought you to your career in food, but where the cannabis and CBD came from and what got you initially interested in that, and how your journey in terms of pushing that envelope has played out.
My first career was a nonprofit. Oddly enough, I was a drug prevention counselor. And yes, so I was on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. But when I decided that I wanted to switch gears and change careers, I chose culinary. And in that, because it was a little late in the stage in life for me, I was experiencing all sorts of pains and backaches and the like, and decided to use cannabis as an alternative medicine. And then I learned the efficacy of the cannabis combined with food and how your body metabolizes it differently. And so it just made sense for me to combine these two things. And then understanding that I live in a state that's had 20 plus years of legalization, but I could still lose my livelihood if I chose that as an alternative. So I just took it a step further and decided to work for myself and create my own brand.
In as much as you feel comfortable, I'm really interested in your personal path to these products that you use in terms of your own medical issues.
Well, initially it was, I had a serious bout with sciatica, and I was being prescribed traditional medicines, which scared me because, of course, the addictive component. So, you know, someone recommended that I try cannabis as an alternative, and I did and was shocked that it actually worked, that I had to say, wait a minute, did this really work? So I gave it some time and revisited maybe like a month later, and it really worked for me. It changed my life. I was on the floor for 3 days at one point, could not move for 3 full days. So it absolutely changed my life. This I couldn't do, just sit upright. Getting out of bed in the morning was a challenge. Just to stand up, I had to kind of brace myself.
So you finished up a grueling day and you're home now. Take me through your personal routine that you utilize to get you ready for great sleep.
First thing that's important to me is that the room temperature is really cool because my body temperature is such as if I get hot, then I'm waking up in the middle of the night. So I have to be very mindful of that. I may also use incense to calm the room. I turn everything off, power down, no lights on. And I may have like ambient noise, like soft music playing, or sometimes water. It's very soothing for me. So yeah, and then I kind of snuggle in and make sure I get adequate rest.
Without being too personal, what do you like to wear? Are there special blankets or pillows or things that you like to have around you when you snuggle in?
I love lots of pillows. So I have a combination of semi-firm and really soft pillows. So in the night, and I have different sizes so that I could, make sure, I'm a side sleeper. So it's important, like I may have to hold a pillow or shift. So I want to make sure that I have great support when I sleep.
How much time do you generally have between getting home and when you need to be going to bed? And what does that sort of wind down period time look like to you? Or what would it ideally be?
I like to have a few hours to kind of wind down and really settle in. So give my mind a minute to just come down from the day's work and then get into my sleep.
I think what you brought up is so important. It's it's essential that individuals have this kind of routine. And what you're doing with these pillows of all sizes and your incense and the things that you use, or you're giving your brain little roadmaps that sleep's coming. Brains don't like to be surprised about anything. So
Right.
all these little items that you've utilized to really engage your senses. This is what you're smelling, you're hearing the water, you're feeling the pillows. All these things really set the stage for powerful and healthy sleep. So good for you. I think you're well beyond the initial stages of that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.